Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome to a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video we are going to be discussing the potential team up between Chief Mammatus and the Ninja. Now I've done a few videos talking about this subject before and kind of hinting towards it, but we actually do have a little bit more evidence to actually suggest this to be the case. Now Chief Mammatus is going to be the main antagonist for Ninjago Season 14, The Island. He is the leader of the Keepers. He's kind of this weird electric elemental thing. It's not exactly clear what his powers are just yet. The island has not yet been released as of the time of recording this video, so we really don't know all that much about Chief Mammatus. However, I think it's safe to say that he might team up with the Ninja at some point because of what we see in Ninjago Season 15. In some of the leaked images, which I cannot show in this video, you can totally see someone in the background that looks almost like Chief Mammatus' outline. In one of the sets, most notably the Hydra Bounty, you can see in the background someone who almost looks like Chief Mammatus riding alongside the Ninja. Now, the figures themselves are very preliminary, so they don't have details. Most of them are just whited out, and this guy itself is also just whited out. However, the shape of his head does look very similar to Chief Mammatus' head crown that he wears throughout a lot of the Season 14 media that we've seen thus far. Now, this could either mean one of two things. For one, Chief Mammatus teams up with the Ninja, or Ninjago is just going to be reusing the head crown piece for a different character. That concept alone isn't really the most far-fetched thing out there. I mean, Ninjago itself is very infamous for recycling various aspects of characters and bringing them back for new characters. Even in Season 15, we have a lot of the serpent villains, or the electric eel villains, whatever you want to call them. They actually use a lot of the same pieces from Asphira's Fire Serpent Army, or the Fire Vipers, the Pyro Vipers, whatever you want to call them. So recycling is definitely not something that Ninjago is a stranger to, so this very well could be another character. However, if it is Chief Mammatus, I think that would just make things a whole lot better. Chief Mammatus has been rumored for a long time to not really be morally evil, or not really be morally corrupt. Some folks have suggested that he totally could be, misunderstood. The Ninja didn't really understand him initially. He didn't really understand the Ninja. It could just be a matter of miscommunication, and that's why they are facing off against each other. We do know that Chief Mammatus and the Keepers themselves do have ties that date back all the way to the first Spinjitzu Master, so it could be very well plausible to suggest that Chief Mammatus, as well as the rest of the Keepers, might not be entirely evil and might actually just be some type of misunderstood, long-lost tribe belonging to Ninjago's origins, specifically those tying around the first Spinjitzu Master. If this does turn out to be the case, I'm not saying this will be, but if this does turn out to be the case, then I could totally see Chief Mammatus teaming up with the Ninja throughout Season 15's story and going up against characters such as Wahira or whatever else might be introduced later on down the line. We also know that the Keepers do have ties to Wahira. Whether or not they are servants of hers or enemies, we have yet to see. Again, a lot of this information has not yet been made public, but still, if this all checks out, if Chief Mammatus himself does turn out to be a not so bad guy after all, then he could totally team up with the Ninja, and then this cameo appearance in Season 15 sets might actually make a little bit more sense. Either that, or it's just a random figure that has yet to be revealed. This theory here only falls in line if certain pieces of the puzzle are laid down, so I take this information with a grain of salt. Again, nothing is confirmed in this video. I'm not really giving any confirmations. I'm just giving you guys my theory. I feel like we will see a team up between Chief Mammatus and the Ninja at some point, either towards the end of Season 14, or maybe in Season 15, the Ninja will come back to him for help with something. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comments regarding this. How likely do you think this is? And what did you think of the video? Leave all your comments down below, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description from other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, my name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.